Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa and today I'm going to be going over my May paycheck number 2 budget. This is for May 28th through June the 10th. All right, as usual, I have written down all my categories just to save a little bit of time, and I am still using the Clever Fox dotted notebook. All right, well, let's start with my income, which I can clearly see that I did not put a row for my income, so that's just lovely. But I guess I will put it over here on the side. See, this is what happens. I try to be super prepared and I always forget something. There's always something that goes wrong in my videos. So I'm sure this is like no surprise to anyone. All right, my total income biweekly is $1,527 and some change, but I'm just going to go ahead and for round numbers use $1,527. All right, then moving on to my fixed expenses. The first expense is my rent. Now, my monthly rent is $500, but I'm going to set aside half of my rent this paycheck, which is going to be $250. Same thing with the trash bill. I'm going to set aside half of the trash bill. It is $50 monthly. So that is going to be $25 I'll set aside this paycheck. Then we have the internet bill. It runs right at $100. So again, setting aside half would be $50. Then the water bill, it typically runs about $30 monthly. So I'm going to set aside $15 from this paycheck. And then we have the electricity. It has been running right around $150, so I'm going to set aside $75. Then I have my renter's insurance. It is due this paycheck, and the total amount for the month is $50, and that'll get paid here in the next couple of days. Then my Netflix bill is due. It is $18, and that is for the month. Then I have Apple, and this is for storage, and it is $3, and that is for the month. It just happens to be due this particular paycheck. Same with Hulu. It is $12 for the month, and it just happens to be due this paycheck. And then last is lawn care, and I'm going to budget $170. I do rent a house that is on a pretty good size of land, and $70 of that will go towards the actual mowing and weed eating, and $100 of that will go towards hauling off debris. We're getting close to getting all the debris off the property, but there is still one last pile that needs to be hauled off. So I'm hoping this will be the last paycheck where I will have to budget that much for lawn care. All right, well, let's go ahead and add all of this up to see what my total fixed expenses are. So there's $250 for rent, $25 for the trash, $50 for internet, $15 for water, $75 for electricity, $50 for renter's insurance, $18 for Netflix, $3 for Apple, $12 for Hulu, and $170 for the yard is a total of $668. Then moving on to my cash expenses, the first expense is food. Now the budget per week is $120. So I live with my daughter. She is currently in a master's program to become a physician assistant. The program that she is in does not permit her to work. So I have agreed to cover all of the living expenses, including food and household items. She has saved her money for many, many months in preparation for her going to school, and there are some expenses that she will continue to cover, but food is one of those expenses I am covering. So it's $120 per week. I give her $60 to spend, and then I have $60. I typically spend my $60 per week on groceries. My daughter sometimes doesn't spend very much on groceries and chooses to go out and grab lunches out or Starbucks if she has plenty of food on hand. She's free to spend her money how she sees fit. So with $120 per week budget means I'm going to have $240 that will be budgeted for this paycheck. And I do realize that the amount is high, and that's why I wanted to explain how I came up with that figure and why it is so much. Next is household. So the budget is $20 a week, so that will be $40 budgeted for this paycheck. My personal spending money is $20 a week, so $40 for this paycheck. And this is just for my spending money. Again, my daughter saved her own money for months and months, and she is covering her own spending money. Gas for my car only is $40, so $20 per week. And this is another category my daughter is covering on her own. And then I have a new category, which is medical. This is going to pay for any medical co-pays that I have going to the doctor, and then also for prescriptions. I am budgeting $20 per week, so that is $40 for this paycheck. And last, cash envelope expense is fur babies, and fur babies is going to get $20 a week, so that is $40 for this paycheck. So let's go ahead and add that up. So we've got 40 times 5 here, and then we'll add 240 is a total of $440 in cash expenses. Moving on to my sinking funds, the first is Christmas. Now my goal is to reach $1,200 saved by Black Friday. I don't know that I will reach that goal, but I am sure trying. And to save a little bit every week, I have budgeted $20 per week, so that is $40 for the paycheck, and I just hit $600 saved, I think last week, or maybe it was $580, but I'm super close to being at that halfway mark, which is really exciting. Then I have my fur babies category. Now, fur babies cash envelope expense, I don't think I mentioned this, is for wet food, dry food, kitty litter, treats, all that kind of good stuff, whereas my fur baby sinking fund is going to cover any vet visits that they might have. I do budget $20 a week, so that is $40 for the paycheck. Car maintenance. Now my gas category in cash envelopes, this covers oil changes and gas for my car. Car maintenance is going to cover any repairs, tires, that kind of good stuff. And I am budgeting $20 a week, so that is $40 for this paycheck. Gifts is for Mother's Day, Father's Day, and Mother's Day, Father's Day, and birthdays. And the budget is $20 a week, so that is $40 for this check. Phone is to purchase a new iPhone 12 at some point. It's probably, I think I'm at a little over $300 saved. It's going to take me quite a long time to save this money. I am saving $20 a week, so that is $40 for this paycheck. And then last is for a wedding gift for my son and his bride. They're getting married the middle of July, and I plan to give them a $300 cash gift, and I'm going to be budgeting $40 a week, so that is $80 for this paycheck. And you'll notice that my cash expenses and my sinking funds are all in denominations of 20 because that's all the ATM spits out. I still don't have a local bank yet that I have opened an account with, so I'm hoping to do that soon so that I can get back to, getting other denominations like tens and fives. Some categories I actually had budgeted less and I had to bump it up to 20. So that I could, have bills to stuff, and then others are the opposite, and they were a little bit more. So like Christmas, I had $50 or $25 a week allocated, but I had to bump that down to 40 because I could only get 20s out of the ATM. So hopefully that makes sense, but I am hoping to open up an account so I can get other denominations and stuff these a little bit better. All right, so let's add up the sinking funds. So I have 5 categories that are $40 a piece plus 80, so that is $280 for sinking funds. So now let's calculate how much I should be able to put into savings this paycheck. So I've got $15.27 in income, subtracting $668 in fixed expenses, subtracting $440 in cash expenses, and $280 in sinking funds is savings of $139, which is a lot less than what I am used to, but definitely with my income and increase in expenses, I am just going to be able to save a little bit at a time, and that's okay. So that is everything, guys. That is my May paycheck number 2 budget. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day or night wherever you're at. Bye.